Just an average guy trying to make a living. Here's what's up at Echo today. Well, whether you like it or not, the season is upon us. Snow is coming, and these are just a few of them we just got in just a couple days ago, and we're getting ready to put some decals on them and get them all spruced up so we can get these shipped out in the truck, and we got a few customers coming to pick them up. But this right here is a line of snow pushers that we call our CTP line, which stands for Compact Tractor Pushers. We decided to build these ourselves. We had dealer relationships with other manufacturers who built some decent snow pushers. They just weren't designed for the compact tractor market like these are. This one, for example, is a little guy, little 60-inch pusher for a John Deere hook and pin mount. Obviously smaller, 20 by 24 frame box, versus its bigger brother, which is also a CTP, but it has the 30 by 32 box for some of those 35 horse and larger pushers. All of our boxes come with the screen, which you see on the top, which is a slotted screen. What that is, it's a pullback feature so that when you're pulling snow back, when you rotate this thing to pull snow back away from an overhead door or a building or a car, and you go to start dragging back, most pushers just have this little bar on them, and that's all they've got. The snow will roll right up and over top of that, and you have to make multiple passes to make it work. With our screen, the snow will roll with it, and then while you're driving and looking forward, you can actually see through those slots for safety, and you can also see when the box is full. Most of our pushers are going to come with the rubber cutting edge, as you can see right there. Also the rubber cutting edge down here in the bottom. Fully slotted and adjustable cutting edges, and the shoes are also adjustable. That's another thing that I'd like to talk about is our shoes. So we use an AR 400 steel, which stands for abrasion resistance, and you can probably see it better on this one. The ramps are not only on the front and the rear, but the ramps are also on the side. So see if I can get a better shot down here. When you're pushing the snow off onto the grass, if you don't have a ramped side like that, it'll gouge the top of the sod, and you'll end up with a bunch of piles of grass at the end of the year where you don't want it. So AR 400, so they last longer, ramped to protect your sod. So we're also gusseted properly on the insides, so you can see the gusseting supports there. We also have our pullback is fully supported. You'll have to look at that too when you're out in the market for snow pushers. A lot of them are built super lightweight. So anyway, that's just kind of a rundown. We also keep them lighter weight. They're not too light, but they're light enough that when you've got a smaller compact tractor like a John Deere 1025R, you can't carry around a 700-pound pusher. So this one, for example, is just under 300 pounds. These are about 320 to 330 for the larger ones, 72 and 66 inch. We do make them custom. Each one is custom fit for your machine, anywhere from a 42 inch for a mini skid all the way up to an 84 inch for a little bit larger tractor. And then we also have our SSP series, which is for the skid steers, and we'll do a video on those at a different time. But for now, we're going to take a little break, get the stickers on these, and show you the finished product. So we got the decals on, getting them ready to ship out. Most important thing I forgot to mention right here, made in the US. We manufacture these ourselves. We team up with a fab shop that's incredible. They custom build everything for us. And speaking of that, I just wanted to go over a few features when it comes to build quality. And we talked a little bit ago about the bar on the bottom here that supports your pullback bar. Make sure when you're looking at pushers that you don't get one that doesn't have a good support there. The other thing I want to talk about is if we stand back here and take a look at this pusher, you look on eBay, and a lot of the very popular pushers, they're going to have this box like this, and then they'll have a little blade that'll go back and forth right here, and that's their pullback bar. The problem with that is when you go to rotate, when you're pulling up next to a overhead door, garage door, building, car, whatever it is you're pulling snow away from, if you don't have it extended out and up, you're going to have a hard time getting at that snow to where you can pull it back in one full pull. So one of the things that we pride ourselves in is in this pullback bar, which is raised up and out. So along with the pullback screen, which I talked about before, adjustability of the shoes, another important feature. We've got a lot of adjustment there. The rubber is also slotted. So if we took that cap off, that plate, you'd see that the holes are slotted for the rubber. That allows you to move that rubber up and down, and you can also adjust it by moving the shoes up and down. So why a pusher? That's a big question. I already have a bucket on my tractor. I've moved snow with it before, and it works just fine. And that's great. You know, if you enjoy moving snow and you want to move the same snow 4 to 5 times before you get it in the pile where you want it, then keep your bucket and keep doing it that way. But a lot of guys with these compact tractors, they don't have a cab. And most of them don't really like moving snow. So that's why we build these. A snow pusher like this in a 60-inch for a 1025R or something maybe a little bit bigger will move snow 4 to 5 times faster than a bucket of the same width. So if you've got a 60-inch bucket and you're moving snow, you can be assured that when you get a pusher and you go out and move snow, you're going to get done 4 to 5 times faster than how you're doing it right now. So definitely keep that in mind. That's why we do pushers. Parts availability, that's something people ask us about. You know, it's a rubber cutting edge, which we also offer steel, but 95% of people go with rubber, and we'll talk about that in a second. But parts availability, absolutely. Everything's in stock. If you wear out your rubber cutting edge in a couple seasons, give us a holler. We'll ship one to you. You can come pick one up, whatever. They're about 18 bucks a foot, so not a big deal. Steel cutting edges, we don't do a lot of steel cutting edges because they're hard on your tractor and loader with the vibration. If you hit a transition from gravel to concrete, you can break and bend some things on your loader or the pusher itself if you're not careful. Most guys with gravel lots, blacktop, concrete, they're all going to use this rubber cutting edge, which it's not adjusted down there for shipping. We always keep it up and off the ground until the customer gets it home. So if you made it this far, hopefully you learned something. Like I said, just an average guy trying to make a living. Love to have you give me a call sometime. EchoEquipment.com. That's EchoEQPT.com. Or check us out on our Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you can find us. Appreciate you guys.